biggest issues that we see in a real estate transaction that often leads to termination of the contract is the inspections. The inspection period is typically a short period of time after you go under contract in which you can get the inspection done, go over your report, and get those repair lists back to your seller. And so everything is happening in a pretty short period of time, anywhere from 7 to 14 days typically. And so with all of that stuff happening so soon after you go under contract, you can feel very insecure during this process. I'm talking, you're getting the report back and you're seeing things that you had no clue were wrong with the home. When you walked through the home, you didn't see any of these issues. And now you're worried, is this home broken? Is there something wrong with this? Should I not go ahead and purchase this? While that may be the case sometimes you can get those things negotiated. But of course, that's another thing. You might be worried that you're asking for too much, or the cost to repair it is too much, or maybe it might not get done within the time that you wanted the house to be sold and in your ownership. There's a lot of things that we can do to try and mitigate these issues. If you have a seller who's willing to get a pre-inspection report and they're willing to provide that to you before you go under contract, that is super helpful, especially if it's a reputable brand. That's another important thing. You want a reputable brand, especially in a small area like this. A lot of people will be able to tell you insider information about any of the brands around us that do inspections. There's a lot of amazing ones, and yet there are some who may not have your best interest at heart. You want to make sure that you're using the best one possible. Go and look for the best reviews. Ask other homeowners who they used. You want to know that that person's going to care for you and your home inspection as if it were their own home, as if it were their child's home, their brother's home. You want to make sure that they care. Another thing you can do is you can pre-negotiate your limits. So if you don't want to ask your seller to pay an egregious amount of money afterwards, after you've already negotiated your contract, you can put in that pre-terms that you are only going to ask for up to this amount, or anything below this amount you're okay with handling. There's a lot of different ways that you can make that work so that you feel secure and that they don't feel like they're being taken advantage of.